Israel may be winning in the Middle East. We may have a new commander-in-chief sworn in imminently. Yes, we will. But in the meantime, the anti-Semites are not taking a break. Let's talk regarding the latest developments with our good friend, the president of the Zionist Organization of America, Mort Klein. Welcome back to America First.
Dr. Seb Gorka, America is so lucky to have you in a senior position fighting terrorism. Nobody is more qualified or more knowledgeable than you. You've written fabulous books. You've given incredible speeches. You know the field. Thank God that you're in that position.
Well, that is very, very kind. We didn't ask you to come on the show to discuss me, but I appreciate that. You've been a good friend, and you understand the stakes involved in what is truly a civilizational war against the barbarians who wish to exterminate not only the people of Israel, but also the Christian civilization and also the apostates, the Muslims who do not agree with them. We've seen, shocking footage recently in the streets of Canada, in Toronto, in other cities, of just pro-Hamas demonstrators. We're going to be discussing it with Lord Black in the next hour. But then I have this headline that is quite stunning. I just want to read it to you and get your reaction. Israel is to shut down its embassy in Ireland, citing extreme anti-Israel policies. What is the way forward? When are decent people going to reject, the shout from the river to the sea, President Klein? That's just a new form of Jew hatred, is it not?
From the river to the sea means to throw the 7 million Jews out of the Jewish state of Israel and destroy them. That has been promoted by Hamas. Hamas's charter calls for the murder of every Jew. And the Hamas co-founders have given recent speeches saying we want the world to understand. First, it's the Saturday people, but next we're going after the Sunday people. First the Jews, then the Christians. The Hamas, Hezbollah, and these radical Islamists are a threat to the entire world, not just the Jews. The Jews are first. They're there nearby. But afterwards, they want to come after the rest of us. So everyone must understand this. And with respect to Ireland, this is nothing new with Ireland. Ireland would not allow Jews to come into their country during World War II when the Jews were being destroyed, wouldn't let them in. The IRA has had, the Irish Republican Army has had close relations with the terrorist group, the PLO, many meetings with Hamas. They've said the Holocaust never occurred. And let me tell you, I was there 35 years ago. The newspapers in Ireland were the worst anti-Semitic, anti-Israel papers I've ever read anywhere. So this is nothing new. But what's happening now, they're going further. They're accusing Israel of committing genocide, even though Israel has had the least number of civilians killed in any war in modern history. The least. In fact, there was just a report out, a major report, that the Hamas numbers of how many civilians have been killed are completely false. They've more than doubled the real number of people killed. And they're claiming that Israel is slaughtering civilians and starving them. Israel has developed...
But what about this? Let me interrupt you there, Mort. What about the fact that the government of Ireland has decided to recognize the so-called Palestinian state? And this is, just after the October 7th slaughter of the innocents.
It's incredible for them to be supporting a Palestinian terrorist state that would be led by Hamas or Hezbollah or such. 85% of the Israelis oppose this. The government of Israel opposes this. And after they've seen what they've done with their mini state in Gaza, which they've used to launch 40,000 rockets in the last 20 years, and they committed this incredible atrocity of massacring 1,200 Jews, raping, murdering, mutilating, torturing them. Do they want to give these radical Islamists, these radical Muslims, more land so they can do more harm to Israel and to the world? This is insane. This is pure Jew hatred of supporting a Palestinian state at this point in time.
Tell us how your contacts amongst the diaspora and in Israel. I was given this bracelet, Bring Them Home Now, by family members of the hostages who were taken on October the 7th. How are people looking forward to January the 20th across the community?
First of all, the Your bracelet should say, let them go, not bring them home. This is not Israel's responsibility. It's the responsibility of Hamas to let them go. But President Trump made an extraordinary speech that Biden should have made for the last year and a half. If you don't let these American and Jewish hostages go, all hell is going to break loose. He has threatened them, and people know that when Trump speaks, he means it. He's going to follow through. So already, because Trump won the election, Hamas is now negotiating. They want to make a deal. They've even agreed Israel can stay in Gaza. And this is all due to President-elect Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to good things happening in the Middle East, around the world, and in America because of this great new president we're going to have.
I'll share with you what the families of those hostages, American Israeli hostages, said to me last week after more than 100 visits with the Biden administration. Nothing changed. One social media post from President Trump saying, if the hostages are not released by the inauguration, there will be hell to pay, was more effective than 100 visits with the White House. We've got to leave it there, Mort. I wish you the best of the season. Follow our friend at Morton A. Klein 7 and ZOA.org. We are coming to you live from the ReliefFactor.com.